I'd just like to ask everybody before we begin to turn off your cell phones. Thank you. Hello, my name is Nicole Holt. I'm a member of the National Youth Sports Coaches Association, NYSCA in short. I work for the Seattle City Recreation Department. I have been a basketball instructor for about 22 years now. I started out playing basketball in this very school, in this very gymnasium, when I was in 6th grade. And I played 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and then went on to high school. And when I went to high school, we moved to a different town, so I had to transfer to a different school, and I didn't know anybody, and I was very nervous to play basketball. But the head coach came, and he tried to recruit me, and he said, listen, I know you don't know anybody, but I really saw you play before when you were in grade school, and I really would like you to come try out for the team. So I attended the week-long tryout. It was very nerve-wracking, but we learned a lot of things in that tryout I'll never forget. I'll take with me for it, and I still practice to this day when I play basketball or teach basketball. And one of the main things to learn is how to shoot a basketball, how to properly hold and shoot a basketball in a free throw shot. So that's what I'm going to go over for now. Some of you have a basketball to hold so you can practice while I'm going over some of the pointers. I have a question. Does anybody know who this is?
Michael Jordan.
How about this guy?
Dwayne Wade, I don't know.
You don't know who this is? Does anybody
Shaq.
know? Shaq. Very good. How about this guy? LeBron James. And how about this guy?
Steph Curry.
What do all these players have in common?
They're really good.
What are all these players doing in every one of these shots?
Free throw.
They're shooting their free throw shot. There are two types of shot. There are layups and there are free throws. And this is our layup. This is going to be our free throw shot. First thing we want to talk about, if you grab your basketball, is holding the ball. And when you hold the ball, your hand and wrist and your arm and your shoulders need to be a certain way. You want to raise the ball in your hand. You want to take whatever hand you are. If you write with your right hand, that is your dominant hand. If you don't, your other hand would be your non-dominant hand. I am right-handed, so I would put my right hand on the ball and my left hand on the side of the ball to hold it. So you want to get your hands. There's an air hole on your basketball. Usually you can find that.
Yeah.
Can you find it? Does everybody see the air hole? Yep. You want to place the air hole between your middle and your index finger. So like this. You want to line your fingertip pads, which are the pads of your fingers, parallel to the long seams of the ball. So you want to kind of line them up so as if they were grasping onto that long seam. Like this. And you want to take your non-dominant hand and use it on the side of the ball to guide the ball. That's going to be the ball, that's going to be the hand. Is everybody here right-handed?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's going to be the hand you always use to help you guide the ball. Your arm and shoulders need to be in good position. Your elbow comes directly underneath the ball. You're going to make like an L with your arm. See how my arm is in an L shape? And you want to keep your forearm perpendicular to the ground. Your feet. Feet are important. Now I want you guys to stay where you are, but you can use your feet and move your feet. Your feet are shoulder width apart. You want to get a good balance. You want to get to where you're comfortable shooting. You want to have your shooting foot, which I'm right-handed, so I usually shoot with my shooting foot, which is my right foot, slightly, like a little bit above the other foot, slightly staggered. One in the front, one in the back, just so you're more comfortable with the shot. You can get more weight behind the shot. You want to point your feet in the general direction of the basket. You don't have to be facing the basket directly, but you got to be aiming towards it, okay? And your knees, can we guess how your knees would be? Bent. You want your knees to be slightly bent. You want to be squatting on the ground, you want them to be slightly bent. Keep your arm and hand position, same time, no matter what. And you want to flex and bend your knees on every shot. That's how you're going to use it to gain enough up force to take your shot. This will be your releasing the ball. The most important part of basketball will be releasing the ball. I want you to raise your elbow, extend your arm, just like that. You're going to snap your wrist. So your wrist is basically going to go. It should resemble a gooseneck. Does that resemble sort of like a gooseneck? Yeah. And then you want to release the ball off your fingertips. You never want to take the ball behind you. You want to shoot and up from here. Like that. Always using this. And this hand, your non-dominant hand. Is this still recording? Okay. Your non-dominant hand should stay in your position. And you're this gooseneck, you should just finish through with your follow. Okay, so those are some of our pointers on how to do it, and I just want to go over a couple things. Main keys when you're shooting every single time. You want to stand facing the hoop, your feet shoulder width apart in an open stance, slightly staggered. You want to raise the ball in your hand, elbow directly under the ball, and place your non-dominant hand on the side of the ball for support, making an L with your arm. You want to keep your forearm perpendicular to the ground. Bend your knees, raise your elbow, extend your arm, snap your wrists, and release the ball off your fingertips. You want to use the fingertips. You don't want to palm the ball. You want to release the ball off your fingertips and guide it up there. Make sure your elbow is fully extended when you're done your shot. It should look like this. Wrist bent, and your fingers outstretched. Arm should mimic the shape of a gooseneck. So that's a good pointer when you're always doing it. Snap it. I got a lot of my information from a gentleman named Jeff Hafner. He had a great website called Breakthrough Basketball. Very informative. He had a lot of good points to make on that site. And through the Smart Start Coordinator, which as a NISCA coach, I run clinics for little guys, 4 to 7-year-olds. We use a lot of these pointers when we're trying to teach the guys the basics because, believe it or not, some of these kids come in and don't know how to hold a basketball, dribble a basketball. They think they can kick a basketball. They think all kinds of things. Does anybody have any questions? Yes?
What if you're at a free throw? Not at a free throw. And it's like half, and you're like, it's the countdown, like 5.
Okay, so you're saying you're not taking a free throw shot. You're doing like a layup. You're going to run up to the net.
I mean, like.
You're doing a free throw shot, just it's at the like a buzzer shot. Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah.
Well, that happens. Of course,
that'd be a different way, like you would like.
You always shoot the ball, regardless, the same way. You always want to get comfortable shooting the ball the same way. You know, layups, of course, it's a little more intense. You're running, you're rushing to the net. You know, you don't have as much time to kind of prepare and get yourself situated. Like when you're taking a free throw shot, you get a little time to get it all. When you're doing a layup, you're running and moving at the same time. So it's a little tougher, but you always want to use the same form. You always want to do the same thing. So let me see everybody do their practice. Let me see what I taught you. How holding the ball. You can get up. Come on over here. Let me see how everybody holds the ball. Make sure your hand and your wrist are in the right position. Let me see your body position, your feet and your knees. Good. And releasing the ball. Don't on the table. Arm extension, wrist snap, and follow through. What's the shape of the hand? Good snap. Good job, guys. Thank you so much for coming and listening. Enjoy your evening.
You too.